I'm a bit of an early bird. I like to get in super early, get my black coffee, sit at my desk. Morning. I write, I style, and I oversee the market for the whole of Vogue. So each day will be different. I could be prepping for a shoot and I'll be organising that, or I could be in the library doing some research. We have the Vogue archive in our basement, which is a wonderful place. So it's very varied. What's unique about Vogue is that there's a lot of different personalities and voices. We all look at the collections differently, but I think we all seem to collectively meet, and I think the Vogue woman essentially is a sophisticated, elegant creature. So things for us that we're looking for is something, a message that no matter how it presents it or who presents it, that the same feeling and message is there. At the moment, our focus is very much on the pre-collections, which drop into store twice a year and are not shown on the catwalk, and they're shown before spring summer or before autumn winter. They're much more commercially minded, they're much more wearable, and they stay in the shops for longer. I've been just basically rounding up the best pieces out there and things that we think will work for our reader. Vogue has a 3 to 4 month lead time. So currently I'm closing my pages for the December issue, and I'm working on pages for the January issue. When I've got a shoot on, a lot of the people I'm shooting are what we would call real people, rather than models. So actresses, poets, playwrights. So it's always good with a real person to actually talk to them before you start collecting clothes for the shoot. Then I will collate a mood board, show it to my editor, and then I will call in the clothes.
Hi Bella. Hi, how are you? Very well. Thank you for coming in.
No, pleasure. It's so nice to get things in person. It's best when you can actually go and see the clothes, feel them and pick them out in person. So a lot of my days are kind of in flats, running around, you know, Carlo Otto to Prada to Yves Saint Laurent, back to Vogue House, out again.
This is some of the autumn winter. You've also just
They really need to be in either something long or with a split, or perhaps even a jumpsuit. I'm shooting female dramas for January. I'm going to be doing Anna Pryor, getting ready for the Mercury Music Prize as she's been nominated. She's the drummer for Metronomy. But there's also a complete plethora of amazing female drummers at the moment. Even though a drummer is notoriously at the back of the stage, I think, as I said, there's lots of young, great-looking girls at the moment out there drumming and doing really, really well. So I think it should reflect that. It should celebrate that and be quite bright and fun and be their chance to shine. So I'm choosing, for the younger ones, I think it'd be quite fun to kind of go for gold and lames and something with a little bit of stage magic. I love these breaks, but I think these would be great because I think it'd be quite believable to kind of see them maybe, because obviously you would drum in flat shoes. For Anna, I would like to select some heels though, because she does have to walk the red carpet. I think if she's going with that kind of 70s, very glamorous, high octane look, I think maybe the black suede with the gold pumping, but I'll take a pair of the snakeskin ones just because obviously it's such a huge story this season. One of my, I'd say, specialist areas is the younger designers and bringing them into Vogue, whether inviting them in to present a role to a small selection of editors, or I tend to first go and see them in their environment, meet them. It's great to see their inspiration, their mood boards, talk through their collections, and then bring them in. The shows are our busiest time because it's essentially a month on the road. It's almost like being in a Vogue rock and roll band because you travel around, you know, in a bus all together, taking in New York, London, Milan, then Paris. So it's very exhausting. So everyone is always kind of taking the vitamin C sachets and kind of passing around the nuts in preparation. Everyone goes on a bit of a health kick the week before. And that's nothing about looking good in the latest trousers. It's more about having the energy to see you through the following month. Tonight is Vogue's Fashions Night Out, which is our great celebration of like shopping, and it's a big fashion incentive. All the Vogue editors go to various shops in the West End, and one of my shops is going to be Kurt Geiger, so I'm here to meet Rebecca, who's the creative director, to talk about tonight and our preparations. Do you know what shoe the model selected yet?
Yeah. She's chosen this platform sandal in
That's
red,
really
which I think
nice.
is fantastic because that's like the ad campaign main colour.
And it's so good because she's going to be wearing, I believe, a long Richard Nicol dress in navy silk, so that'll look really good
That's
together.
fantastic. Well, that's good.
And has the glitter booth arrived?
Oh yes, it's going to be brilliant fun. I love watching them come down because it's like South Molton Street's become a giant catwalk, you know, for them.
So we're going to have the red carpet like last year?
Oh yes.
Okay, that's nice. It's nice for everyone to have that moment of kind of
Yeah.
like feeling involved and feeling like they're in Vogue. What I loved about this one is that it really referenced all those beautiful dual colours that we're seeing out there: garnet, citrines, emeralds, sapphire. And I don't have too much. I just need a center, and then So it's now the end of Fashions Night Out. It's been an amazing success. It's been really good fun. It's been a huge carnival party atmosphere. It's got everyone really buzzing and happy because the whole idea of Fashions Night Out is that fashion is fun. And now we have a few days until London Fashion Week kicks off. So it's all very, very exciting, and it's kind of put us in the mood for the launch of the next month ahead.